Bro, you're fucking out of here, bro. What the fuck?
Stay up for this. Stay up. Stay up for this. Stay up.
3 full projects at only 24 years of age, 5 Billboard Hot 100 entries as a songwriter, a Billboard Awards winner as a songwriter, and Kanye West's Protege, who is the mysterious Kenyan rapper living out the dreams of most artists, overachieving at the highest level of music excellence at such an innocent stage, yet already battling with the giants and setting his name in stone alongside the greats.
Speak your mind, I will listen up. When you down, I will pick you up. Yeah, don't stress you out, I will stretch it out. Yeah, take you down, let me take you down. Yeah.
Well, the track you just heard is easily one of the most viscerally produced tracks released by America-based Kenyan rapper, singer, songwriter, and producer KayCyy Pluto, who now just goes by the moniker KayCyy. KayCyy is the secret weapon behind Kanye's epic melodies on his 9th solo studio album,
Donda.
The pool fresh out. Yeah, Chris Tucker rush out. Of course I bring the freak.
Compared to the likes of neo-generation leaders such as Playboi Carti, Lil Uzi Vert, A Boogie and the Hoodie, KayCyy hails from the SoundCloud cloth and era of hip-hop, but offers more than just the mumble rap appeal and edge. He secures a raspy tone, which he instrumentally utilizes to string a cacophony of eclectic melodies. He refuses to be limited to one genre, and this has manifested as a brand of music almost distinct to him alone. As if his CV isn't already one to be envious of, the new generation hip-hop star and even rager to some extent is signed to Boo Vision, a fully fledged entertainment company owned by African-American music mogul Akon's brother, Abu Tiam. KayCyy is one of the latest talents and projects to impress Boo and actually get the elusive acknowledgement and laudable cosigns by one of music's most celebrated, decorated, and iconic names, Kanye West. According to a tweeted photo by Ye that surfaced on Twitter in July 11, 2020 by none other than Ye himself, KayCyy's name was scribbled onto a whiteboard in the infamous Ye handwriting using a blue marker pen, symbolizing he is one of the most valuable music artists Kanye has assembled around the same time frame. Ye was known to be working on a flurry of projects including the album Donda, which was then known as God's Country. In typical Ye fashion, he would delay the album, but KayCyy was hard at work in his Wyoming ranch, meeting and working with juggernaut artists like Consequence, Dame Dash, Justin Bieber, Chance the Rapper, Lil Baby, Travis Scott, and many other A-list names Ye was recruiting to curate his much-anticipated 9th solo LP. In fact, KayCyy was credited as a writer on the award-winning Yeezus-esque hard-hitting Ye and Travis single, Wash Us in the Blood, that dropped on June 30th, 2020, and went on to win the Gospel Song of the Year award at the Billboard Music Awards in 2021. KayCyy was still hard off working with the greatest rapper alive, Lil Wayne, when his writing credits appeared on the track Big Warm, featured on the Young Money CEO's 2020 studio album Funeral that was released by Young Money Records on January 31st, 2020, which debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200. Fast forward to date, KayCyy has gone on to become one of music's most promising names, at least according to music and culture publication Hypebeast, that casted him among their annual New Gen list of artists to discover, a highly coveted list that has broken multiple artists before they realize fame and stardom. KayCyy's vocals are featured on the original version of Donda's heavenly track Keep My Spirit Alive, while his writing credits sprinkled all over the Weeknd and Lil Baby's astonishing collaboration, Hurricane. Much like the track 24 and the chilling Praise God track that features Travis Scott and Ye himself, KayCyy's penmanship was again exemplified as Lil Baby and the Weeknd's track featuring Kanye West peaked at number 5 on Billboard's Hot 100.
I'm gonna say a year and a half ago, right? That's when I first met him, and when he finally asked me to play on a song, I was just sitting there and we thinking we're about to get in the car, because at first that's what he wanted to do, but then we ended up doing other stuff. So then we finally sat down at the dinner table and he was like, play me the song. All right, my bad, bro, it just took forever, like, my bad, play me the song. So I play it, I'm like, yo, you want me just, like, how? Are we plugging it in anywhere? He's like, or you cannot play it. That's what he first said to me, so it was just
Your
like,
heart probably dropped.
yeah, it's like drop. I'm like, no, I'm gonna play it right now.
Okay,
I just played it off my phone.
Yeah.
After that song, I never played him nothing else. I never had to really play him nothing else. It was just like, you're over there trying to like do your best as in what's presented to you. Like he might give me all right, do some of this. Let me see what you can do. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and then he happened to like all like the ideas I would present.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, you doing something? Let me present this. Let me do this and then that. But it's not on what I would normally do all the time. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
How so?
because we was focusing on gospel music.
Yes.
So it's just like, but I still gospel's in me. So it's just like, that was my first thing in church and everything. So it kind of felt like a whole nother spirit again. Like, you know what I mean? Just making that kind of music and just building that up.
Right.
And from then on, that's when it just felt like the chemistry kept building.
So who is this young, auspicious Kenyan talent breaking records, winning awards, brushing shoulders with the upper echelon culture, finding savants in music, fashion, design, and charting a bright future ahead for himself and the future generation of African artists? Born in Keroka area, Kenya, Makumbogo was born on September 30th, 1997. The Atlanta-based rapper moved to the United States at 9 years old after his mother got a green card admission along with his brother, Kaifa Mongari Mbogo, to chase the American dream.
Reason being why we came here is just like for any immigrant or anybody that tries to come to America for like the American dream.
The 24-year-old Kenyan American first lived in Minneapolis, Minnesota before he moved to New York after completing his high school to pursue his music dream. Prior to moving to New York, KayCyy was influenced by music his parents played in the house, such as Alicia Keys, Bob Marley, and Michael Jackson. He was always an active member in the church choir, handily participating as he slowly found his own voice. He would then meet friend Aubrey King in Minneapolis, with whom they would form a music group called Team Winter that was inspired by the likes of teenage groups such as Mindless Behavior, and together he and Aubrey would release multiple singles such as Appreciate Ya that would be uploaded on music streaming sites such as SoundCloud while they performed in live local shows as well as high school events. He also had a wanting fashion sense, as he was not exposed to more cultural staple brands such as Supreme, Stussy, Bape, and others. As he grew musically and aesthetically, he began to find himself and even change his name from Confidence to KayCyy Pluto. The name KayCyy was gifted by his mother, who dubbed him King Confidence. In 2015, he had songs with an up-and-coming artist, Kehlani. Yes, the one and only Kehlani. While his style began to drastically improve and he incorporated layering and high-end brands as a major part of it, he did get better overall in many ways.
Stay up, stay up.
In 2016, his mixtape Pluman with 10 songs dropped. During March of the same year, he released a song called Vacation. In May, he released a song called Here. And the trend of releasing music continued consistently as he started to take music seriously. In 2017, his evolution continued as his hard work paid off and connections led him to go on a tour with seasoned New York legends The Lox and Cameron, taking advantage of tour to network. He would be around budding rappers such as Young Dolph, Uncle Murder, and with the spotlight on him, he announced his EP Pluman 3, which would be dropping around the same year. An interesting moment also transpired. He was privileged to meet another fast-rising star called Lancey Ajayi, who featured him on her Growing Pains EP in 2017. The two were from the same area of Minnesota and got as much local media attention from reputable media such as The Source. They frequently collaborated before her untimely demise in 2020. In 2018, Pluman 3 dropped and he was beginning to build a team and gain great momentum. He also released a lot of music through mixtape sites Piff and Spinrilla to get his name to a wider reach. His anthem Kill 'Em This Summer dropped, a song called In the Club followed, and all these feel-good, club-oriented songs gave him an unforeseen push. Good music boss Pusha T would even pay attention, and a world of possibilities began to unfold for him. Fortunately enough, music was beginning to pay off, and he earned a Denzel Kare collaboration in the same year. In 2019, this would be a significant year in his meteoric rise, and he officially linked up with Boo in January the same year. He would be trained to be a hook killer kind of artist, and this opened the door for Brooklyn rapper Casanova to feature him on his album. On the song Could Have Been Something. He would meet music mogul Akon, and he would begin to invest more in his music and his fashion. His record Pain, featuring another fast-rising act from ATL, YSL signee Lil Keed, happened. He would then appear on New York rapper Mano's album on the song Free at Last. Simultaneously, his academic life was flourishing as he earned earned his GED in September the same year. Things were beginning to fall in place, and Kenyan media even started to take note of his work. In 2020, however, a crushing moment happened when his friend and collaborator Lancey passed on, and this was a rock bottom moment for him. He was only preparing to give the world his best work at the time, Patient Enough, which was a project he announced in January that featured the man of the moment, Lil Baby. He said they recorded the song 2 years ago, courtesy of Boo. It was also the same year he was called to Wyoming to work with Ye's camp, courtesy of Boo again. He even started wearing and getting free Yeezy complimentary gifts and began to write for heavyweights such as Lil Wayne, Kanye, Travis, Justin Bieber, and others. His clothing line Future Wear was also rolled out. The year is 2021 and he is on a high never seen before. Well, as he continues to soar high and get ready for his 2021 magnum opus album, Who Is KayCyy, all eyes will be on the artist that has already mentioned. He will be working with Daniel Caesar, Lancey, Fouxx, A Boogie and the Hoodie, Wonder Girl, Tay Keith, and many others on his upcoming project. The world is his oyster, and that is KayCyy Pluto.